Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Headingley. You join us for this T20 between Puducherry and the Aliens. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only Lord Gower.
Hi, others. Looking forward to this one. I've been down pitchside to look at the conditions. And the ground staff have set up a very fair wicket. Any lapse in concentration, though, and the wickets will tumble. So, probably worth having a bowl first. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Brilliant work there from David Gower. We go out to the middle now.
Despite the conditions, the captain is asking the openers to pad up. Might be a costly decision. The bowlers will fancy their chances of early wickets.
The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep. Nice solid defensive shot.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Villas comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Yes.
Absolutely nailed it.
It was in the air for a long time, but four bounced just inside the rope.
Udana shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Catch it.
In the end, they lofted it with ease over the top. Not far away from going all the way. 4 runs. Great to watch.
Yes.
Solid defence, very compact. There'll be 1 run here for them. Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Got right in behind it. End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. Puducherry are 11 for none. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Onto the front foot, Super shot, should be 4.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Ooh. Misses everything.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yes. Drives and misses everything.
Vilas shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yes. Edged. No. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Maybe there was some bat on that. Seems the only reason to review it.
Good review. It's pretty clear that it's bat before pad. How close is that? Could be the wicket.
A brilliant decision to review. They bat on.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Looking good so far. No issue with the bounce.
Udana from the south end. Timed that brilliantly.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Yep. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Some width on offer, but didn't throw the bat at it and just made sure of the cut shot.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Udana with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messed everything up.
Yep. Super shot.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot. That has raced to the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field. These two batters will have a lot of opportunities to score as the field comes in.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yes.
Edge. Amazing delivery. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Gone. It's a good catch.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Well bowled.
Good hands and a big appeal. Not sure how close that is, but I think the umpire will take a look. Let's see if they can get the crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yep.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Nice bowling.
End of the over, 2 runs added. Puducherry are 35 for 1. Wisa into the attack now from the south end.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Keep up.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yep.
Caught, gone.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Yep.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run-out in the first place.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yeah.
Massive edge.
The edge was very close to going to hand. They're fortunate to pick up their first runs.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field. There's a chance if this hits.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
right off the middle of the bat.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Yep.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Khan shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Nice bowling.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Yeah.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
The captain going with an aggressive field.
Yeah.
Straight to the fielder. Good bit of timing there.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yeah, yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
No!
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Start, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yes.
"16 runs added there. Puducherry 67 for 2. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
Super piece of timing.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Yes. Yeah.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yep.
Edged it. 12 runs added there. Puducherry 79 for 2. Khan coming into the attack from the south end.
As the captain brings the field in, there should be a few more gaps opening up for the batters.
Yeah. Yep.
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Not a bad innings. Really was starting to get the runs flowing, but cut short. Important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yeah.
Absolutely nailed it.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Yep.
Nicely clipped off the pads.
Good precision with a throw back from the deep. I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it.
Yeah.
That's the over. Puducherry at 87 for 3.
Going with a more aggressive field choice.
Weiser from the north end.
Yeah.
Caught first ball of the new over. What a disappointment.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it. Immediately underway with some runs.
Mitchell ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Bold! Disturbs the furniture.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Yeah, mate.
Crone gets off the mark.
Yep.
Nicked it, but that's going all the way.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Smead has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Nicely played.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yes.
Good shot. A beauty.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yeah, mate.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yes. Ball
That's
is out.
great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yes. Ballers.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
9 runs added there. Puducherry are 108 for 5. Stark, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
A more aggressive look to the field, a few more catches in place. Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Bowling.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Whipped away nicely through the leg side, elegant as ever, and picking up good runs.
Well bowled.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Well bowled. Yeah, mate.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
5 runs added in that over. Puducherry are 113 for 5.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Middle that one, great timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like we were moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Bowlers in.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
End of a really good over. Taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate.
A bit of a change-up in the field now. Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Threw the hands at it, somehow missed everything.
That ball flew past the stumps. Not sure they had a clue.
Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep. Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Crawley didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Time that brilliantly.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yes.
Edged. Over. Puducherry 140 for 6.
The captain going with an aggressive field.
Got all of it, and for 6.
Wow! Power off the front foot, goes all the way.
Stark, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yes.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Neesham won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Nice bowling.
Solid defence, very compact.
Smothered the spin, played it well.
Well bowled.
Just slowing things down. Nothing too risky on that delivery. Just keeping the bowler honest.
Quick onto that in the
bowling.
infield.
Unable to get the scoreboard moving.
7 runs added in that over. Puducherry 147 for 7. Nice shot, runs possible. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yes.
They'll get at least 1.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Super piece of timing.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now and surely looking towards a big score.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yes.
perfect technique and placement.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yeah, mate.
Wieser, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Nicely fielded on the boundary.
Yep. No.
Chance!
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep.
Edged. Unplayable. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. The Aliens having a good chat. Don't know if it's worth using a review on it though.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. Well, the margin in this game can be so fine.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. Puducherry are 169 for 7. Knocks them over. First ball of the over.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Evans, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Yeah.
Nice way to get off the mark.
Yep.
Edged. There's no one there. Could go down to the boundary. That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yes.
Straight to the fielder. Big appeal. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yes.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Good return back from the deep.
Stark doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. Misses everything.
Nice ball.
Great work behind the stumps. Save some runs with that dive.
Drives and misses everything. Bowler is confident on this one.
Yep, yep.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Keep it.
A couple on offer here.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Yes.
Good shot. A beauty.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Saudi, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yeah. No.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes.
This could be trouble.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Yep.
Needs a direct hit.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
Edge. What a ball. This could be out. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Yeah, mate.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Bowling. Yep.
Could be gone if only they had hit.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
End of the over. Puducherry are 190 for 9. We thought it might be a good pitch to bat on at the start of the day, and we were right. It was a long, hard slog from the bowlers, and now it's a big total to chase down. A couple of big partnerships will be required to get these runs. This is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase. Misses out on the first ball of the innings.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Brilliant diving stop.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Leave it up there.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Right off the middle of the bat.
A fantastic shot off the back foot. Really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
That's the over. The Aliens are 7 for none. Evans, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end. Evans from the north end.
Yes.
Got right in behind it. Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
Yes.
Caught! One of the easiest catches you'll see.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs. Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. 3 added in that over. The Aliens are 10 for 1. Good pickup, big chance.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. A few moves made in the field.
Solid defence, very compact.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two are quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Beaten on the drive.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Unable to get the scoreboard moving. Just need to settle down. The timing is off. These deliveries are there to be hit, but it's a time for cool heads.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. they'll get at least one. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Absolutely nailed it.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous. Evans with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Nice shot. Runs possible. There'll be one run here for them.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Puducherry found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Yep.
And with that, they're off the mark.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yeah. Bowlers.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Aliens are 33 for 2.
Yeah.
Fantastic catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Hearn takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yes. Ball is in.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Nicked it, but that's going all the way.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Hearn shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep. Bowler.
Needs to be on target. Could that be out? Looks so.
They trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yep.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
There'll be runs here. Chance!
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Drives and misses everything.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yes.
And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Neesham getting a wicket in that over. Really great bowling. There wasn't much on offer to the batters. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Misses everything.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Well placed, should get a single.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
Doesn't beat the infield. There's trouble here.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
A beauty, brilliant catch.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Clark will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Content just to knock it around that over. 2 added to the total. The Aliens are 51 for 6. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope. Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Yeah. No!
Couldn't get it through the field.
Decide against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they had continued on.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
Yep. Yeah.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Edged. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Edge, unplayable. Out, good catch, close to the ground.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Wissa is new to the crease. They'll be keen to feel bat on ball early on. Mitchell from the south end. Power and precision in that shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Beaten on the drive.
Stark shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Wissa ready to face their first ball. really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Right out of the middle.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Quick onto that in the infield. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Mitchell, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Edge! Amazing delivery. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Huge appeal. Going with pace now.
Right armour is coming into the attack.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
They'll get at least one. There'll be one run here for them. Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Stark didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6. It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Solid defence. Very compact.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Zach Evans.
Evans coming back into the attack. That's right off the meat of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. Evans with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yeah.
Straight to the fielder.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
A couple on offer here. 10 runs added there. Aliens are 110 for 8. Khan, the spinner, coming into the attack.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
There'll be runs here. There's a chance if this hits.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be. Bit of miscommunication there. They got back in the end, so no harm done. It would have been a high-risk second.
Yeah.
Bit of a mix-up, they'll need to improve their communication.
Drives and misses everything.
That looks like an attempt to drive that one away, but poor timing and missed everything.
Back go the stumps, missed the straight ball.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure they would have liked a few more, but they'll leave the ground to the applause from the crowd.
Crone back on now. Great shot.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Misses everything. Nicked it. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question.
That's it. They're all out. An amazing bowling display. I felt victory was only a matter of time, and so it has proved. Just a brilliant win.
Well, that was a really one-sided contest. The result never looking in doubt at all. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. See you again soon.